Everyone is hopefully familiar with Mickey Mouse and the large cast of related characters that occupy his fictional universe. I'm not referring to the Roger Rabbit universe where all of the cartoons are actors, or the Kingdom Hearts universe where all Disney properties are on separate planets in the same galaxy. I'm talking about the classic Disney characters that showed up early in Disney's history and have a loose continuity running through today. This includes media like classic cartoons, the long-running comic series, animated shorts, television shows, and even a few feature movies. Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, etc. Does everyone know what I'm talking about? Okay, good. So, there are a few logical inconsistencies involved with the Disney characters, and a lot of these arise due to the choice to have animals in the place of people. One of the most famous inconsistencies is the age-old Goofy-Pluto dilemma, which you may have heard of before today. The question poses, why, if Goofy and Pluto are both dogs, does Goofy get to own real estate and take on occupations, and Pluto acts almost entirely like a dog you would see in the real world? The thing is, this is one of the easiest discrepancies to explain. Sure, Pluto and Goofy can both be described as dogs, but that's a nebulous term that encompasses multiple species already. Just as both humans and chimpanzees can be called primates and be on different levels of sentience, two dogs should easily be able to be different creatures with different intrinsic rights. Goofy is to a human as Pluto is to a chimpanzee. But that's only one logical problem with this world. Consider the fact that these animals represent a diverse range of taxonomy from all classes of chordates. Donald Duck's best friends are Daisy, Mickey, Goofy, Panchito, and Jose, a duck, mouse, dog, chicken, and parrot, respectively. Again, a diverse showing, and yet in DuckTales, all of the main characters are ducks, specifically white Pekin ducks. And, well, yes, Donald's family being the same species is not suspect. All of the friends and co-workers of Scrooge McDuck are ducks as well. Donald may have a diverse friend group, but you can't say the same for Huey, Dewey, and Louie, who are marketed toward children. And before anyone tries to talk to me about the Beagle Boys, thanks for proving my point. Non-ducks and DuckTales are allowed to be villains. What is Disney trying to teach children here? But that still makes more sense than the whole foundation of the Mickey Mouse universe. Somehow, we have a world created to parallel our own, without possibly having the same history, save occasional in-universe exceptions like the Mad Doctor, crossovers like the House of Mouse, and Easter eggs like mentioning Walt Disney in a Goofy movie. Humans don't really exist in the MM universe. Again, there are of course canon exceptions, but they are far fewer than the vast amount of anthropomorphic animals. And yet somehow, even without humans, enough of history is the same to lead to so many similarities between our worlds. Mickey's dog is named Pluto, which means that not only did the Roman Empire exist and worship the same gods, the name was carried to modern recognition by Christian archivists, meaning that the ancient Roman Empire, in the Mickey Mouse universe, executed Christians, leading to increased sympathy for their plight that would cause more converts to spread throughout the world. You might say Pluto is just a random name, unrelated to the Roman deity. That might work, except we know full well that these characters, though they may not be religious themselves, celebrate Christmas. While yes, Christmas has origins in several cultures and different religions, elements like the name, stars on top of trees, nativities, and even candy canes all have roots in Christian tradition. This also means that the ancient kingdom of Israel was around, and had comparable geography to at least have Bethlehem be in the same place as it was in our world. Furthermore, Scrooge McDuck is specifically referred to as Scottish, meaning the Roman Empire expanded its reign to the area known as the British Isles, and gave modern-day Scotland the Latin name Scotia, which would later be corrupted into Scotland by the time of the Gaelic monarchy of the Dunkels. Yet all of this happened with ducks. Panchito is Mexicano, and he speaks Spanish, meaning that the Aztec Empire existed and created the Nahuatl language, which was made the official language of Spanish colonies occupying modern-day Mexico by Philip II, only to later be colonized to Spanish. Panchito also bears cultural references mixing both indigenous and post-Columbian Mexico, such as the Mexican sombrero of mestizo origins, pistols of European origins, and musical stylings of mariachi, heavily influenced by indigenous music but played on instruments of European origin. Most of these adventures take place in a fictional state called Calisota, but it's a fictional state in the United States of America. There had to have been a European colonist that came to North America, set up settlements, which eventually revolted against England, leading to the American Revolutionary War. Donald Duck stars in World War II propaganda films, almost assuring us that World War II happened, and Hitler was a human in the Mickey Mouse's universe. And a lot of these characters listen to and play rock, jazz, blues, and hip-hop, all of which are culturally rooted in music brought over from Africa by humans trafficked in the transatlantic slave trade. In the Mickey Mouse universe, there was something akin to the transatlantic slave trade. what the actual